Well, I guess today is the last day for the Nioh 3 alpha demo. That's kind of wild, to be honest. We're already here. I guess if anybody's watching this and hasn't submitted their survey at this time, make sure you do so. So, I already did post it in my video, in case you haven't seen that yet. My general thoughts and stuff, but here's the survey form that you can see right here. Make sure you do it. You've got a few days to do it. Hey, what's up, Kevin? Alright, let's see if I can fight, Oh, you watched it? What'd you think, Kevin? You got any thoughts? Stuff you want to talk about? I'm all ears. This is the last day I'll be playing the Nioh 3 Alpha anyway. Yeah, this is the last stream. I've played the demo like a bajillion times as it is, so like there isn't like that much for me to do. But I'm still gonna play it. No Blood Edge Demon. It's a real shame. Well, I can try out certain things. Stream flow. I really like these. I like these a lot. Samurai things. Duration of status enhancements granted by arts proficiency? Like, what's... I don't remember what that would be. I don't fully understand this. Increases Frostmoon key recovery amount? Because my impression from the information is that it doesn't exist. That's nice. It's alright. I like that one. I just don't have enough points for it. If I had 16 points, I would be using this too. I like the style switch a lot. I admit I was a bit concerned with the missing weapons, but the way you explained your states were exactly what I felt about the game. Got it. Alright. Gotcha. Yeah, we'll just do that. You're looking forward to the future of Nioh 3? Yeah, me too. Still can't believe this is an actual thing. Just Pollard. Final day of the demo, my internet at work is under maintenance, so you can't play it. Oh no, because there's no way to connect to PlayStation Network. I'm so sorry, that is pain. I will attempt to help you live out your last days of playing the demo vicariously. Yeah, press F for respect. I'm legit curious. Not so much about Ippon. I'm very, very curious about... Where is it? Biwa Boku Boku. What is this? Like, what would it be? Like, I wish I could find the Crucible Wraith for that. That'd be so cool. Hey, what's up? I guess I'll just do every mission again. There's no way it just summons Oni-B, right? Oni-B already have their own soul core. I don't know, that's the thing. Could it just be a whole lot of nothing? It's possible. Alright, I want to change one look. No, I'll keep the headgear off. I'm so glad there's item auto pickup. Like, it's just a nice quality of life thing. I don't need to see controls anymore. I'm fine. Does the soul core box only allow one soul core for now? It seems to be the case, yes. Just for now. I'll double check though. The funniest alternative is what if it does create a single yokai pool? Yeah, I can only put one summoning seal in for now. So, but it looks like at least two. There's no shop or blacksmith at this time, but I think they'll have that. They'll of course have that. That's like such a staple of the Nioh experience. Does the alpha require Wi-Fi to open? You just need an internet connection. That's it. So some sort of internet connection. You must be online to be able to play it. Wait, is it better than Nioh 2? Difficult to say at this time because truth be told, we're just comparing an alpha demo. An alpha demo to the, like a full Nioh 2. So it's like a small subsection of Nioh 3 compared to the entirety of Nioh 2. So, like, that's just not a fair comparison. Like, obviously, I'm going to say, hey, play Nioh 2 because that's a fully complete product. So, but what I will say is that the potential of Nioh 3, I think, could most definitely surpass Nioh 2. I think it's possible. It'll just depend on what Team Ninja does with our feedback from that we've given in the survey. So they take that, see what a lot of players like, what they feel will make the game the most enjoyable, most satisfying for us, and then going from there. So, by the way, thanks for your guides, Boofer. I just got the platinum for Nioh today. Nice! Let's go! Where did you find that footage of Ninja Sword? I can't find it anywhere. It was from Twitter. It was some Twitter footage. Bruh. Like how I said I was never gonna do this mission again. And I'm doing it again. Ooh, wait, I never explored this last time. What if this is the legendary secret? Very legendary secret. Incredibly legendary. Can't jump into the fire. Where's my immersion, bro? You found the Chichigo for the katana? Nice. I think I gave people the wrong location last time. using too much damage. Okay. Okay. Yeah, today's stream is gonna be the last time I play through all the missions, basically. What do we got? Yo, what you doing? Okay. Why don't I do a speedrun for the demo? Speedruns are personally fairly boring for me to do. That's honestly what it's about. I just get bored doing them. Eventually I'm like, well, the real speed that I enjoy has to do with like all the, I guess you can call it skill-based combo stuff. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, have fun one last time until the beta. Okay, whatever, bro. Yeah, leave. When should the beta release? Several months, I would say. How tight is the window for perfect evade and ninja style? Similar to deflect, but you can also extend the frames, so it's like not that bad. Yeah, I would say the beta in a few months. Minimum 2 or 3. Yeah, minimum 2 or 3. Because they've got a lot to consider when it comes to the feedback. Sifting through it. Probably take them like a week or 2 to go through all of it. And keep in mind that they're like obviously still developing things and making things as they're doing this. So there's a lot of like parallel tasks that they have to do. So it'll be several months. I'm sure they'll take their time. I'm sure Team Ninja wants to make money. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I think that's a good point. Most likely Tokyo Game Show beta release. So most likely, like that's like what, September? That's probably when they'll have it ready. I think that's a good point. I think it was the Tokyo Game Show, TGS. That's kind of what it always was. Yeah, that's usually like September. I keep forgetting I can deflect and move at the same time. That's actually really helpful to like deflect into an attack. You deflect and then move towards them or move to the side. What? No jailer Oni? Okay. Hopefully by this time this releases, I'll either have a PS5 or a good enough PC to play it, because otherwise it'll be torture. I know, right? Am I planning on playing Ninja Gaiden 4? Yes. The game I noticed runs way better on a PS5 Pro. So I've been told, but it should run really well on a PS5 regardless. But I trust they'll make optimization pretty good for at least the console. I mean, I guess if you want to chill. Dead. See ya. Yeah, I'm enjoying the last day. The pro is doing good with the performance. Good. I just don't want to have to be like, oh, I should have spent extra money to get a PS5 Pro so I have a lagless experience with performance. That's not cool. Alright, see you later. Thanks for dropping by. Yes, I am definitely gonna make... I'm definitely gonna play Ninja Gaiden 4. Yeah, I know we don't want to wait the rest of the year. We want it now. Ooh, gotta love that teleport. Oh, dare you! You spent money on a PS5 Pro for Death Stranding 2. Like I don't want to have to trade in my PS5 to get a PS5 Pro. That's so much. I actually decided I was considering upgrading to a PS5 Pro, but I was like, bro, it's like $300. $300 extra dollars, and like, it's nice, but like, I'm not really gonna get much use out of it. Might as well just invest. Might as well just get a super gaming PC. Yeah, I know. I just like. I was actually talking to Cass. I was like, well, since my community has been so generous, should I get a PS5 Pro, right? I was actually considering that. Should I can fork out a little more money on my own to get the PS5 Pro, but we want the disc drive as well, and that's like $80. I was like, oh my god. We already spent like $450, and that doesn't account for tax. It was like $450 versus like $710 before tax or something. And I was like, god damn, that's like, or like, what was it, $730? So I was like, okay, $280. I'm like, that's kind of steep. So it's just, I was like, okay, and from what I understand for the PS5 Pro versus PS5, it's like it's only really noticeable on like 4K things, and like right now I'm just playing on like a 1080p monitor. Like that's it. And I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna notice a difference. I didn't think it'd be that worth the money. Like if I had like excessive amount of extra money to blow, I'd consider it, but nah. I eventually decided no, I'm not gonna bother. So it was just stuff like that where I'm like, yeah, I think I'll pass. I honestly really like. It was worth it if your monitor worth the upgrade too. Yeah, it's could be total a lot of money. It's a lot of money for me to consider. Because then I have to get like a 4K monitor, and then there's just a lot of setup. Like, if I was doing a complete overhaul and I had the money, then I would go for it. But like, I don't want to spend that much money on that when there's other things I could spend money on for. I honestly really like what the Witcher 4 devs are saying they're doing for their game. Targeting performance on the base PS5 first, only to scale them up the game for more powerful machines. Right. That's kind of what I want for Nioh 3. Just make it run really well on PS5. Just what I have of the PS5 Slim. And then make it like PS5 Pro is like absolutely gorgeous, amazing. Then I'd be like, oh, you know, it's a like that's an amazing detail, and I can appreciate the graphics, and it's a luxury experience. Then I'm like, okay, fine. Like, I can appreciate that. Like, I would want PS5 to be like the luxury experience, and PS5 to be like the standard experience. And standard is still good. Right? Like, I'd be able... Like, I love the details they have in this, and so for like a 4K TV, for example, I would want it to be like extra special and be like, oh, this is why I get the PS5 Pro. Do I plan to play on PC or compete with PS5? Most likely just the PS5 since I have it. Until I get like a super deluxe computer. And the mid-air stuff now. Right, I would invest in like a super gaming PC anyway. Oh wait, oh I didn't notice in time. Ooh, she got me with sand. That was different. But yeah, I'm going to eventually want a super gaming PC. I'd rather have that than a PS5, all things considered. But that's a bit more expensive, you know? Cool. Yeah, I'm sure they'll polish up a lot. They're gonna have to. So, I remember at least with Nioh and the Nioh games, the effects were usually what drains so much, like, power from consoles, so... You know, they're gonna have... Like, I'm pretty sure the same thing would happen with Nioh 3 as well. This is irritating. Calm down. For real. Oh, I died. Yeah, I heard of they're doing an official Arabic translation too. I think that's so cool. Hey, quick question. Are there Tonfa revenants in the demo asking for a friend? Not at this time, but there is evidence of ninja Tonfas, so maybe if you look on the horizon, you might be able to find the legendary Tonfa revenant. Perhaps. The demo ends apparently like 2 in the morning. I just wish there was one Tonfa Revenant with the boss health bar, not boss health, no fancy secret art, just the boss health bar to scare the fuck out of some people. Hey Sharksu! I think it's really cool. Like, one thing I'm actually liking to see is Team Ninja expanding. Like, I enjoy the core of the games that they provide, and I really hope that they expand and retain like what's so good about their game. I want them to succeed. I just don't want them to become like any other corporation. That's actually probably my biggest fear. Yeah, like Nioh Battle... Okay, yeah, you guys got the idea. Like, Nioh Battle Pass. Ninja Gaiden Battle Pass. Ugh. Oh no! What just happened? Okay. No, Gaki stop the Gaki talk already. Yes, almost into Zuna drop. Yeah, Zuna dropped the camera. No, stop. Oh, that's not one of those? No, like, yeah, but I think you guys get the idea. Like, I don't want garbage microtransactions or anything like that. I'm like fine with Nioh becoming some sort of live service game, but like an MMO, like I'm okay with that. It's just don't do the shitty things involved. That's really it. One samurai skill point for $5.99? Get out of here. Don't give Team Ninja ideas. By the way, I've been playing Nioh 2 DLC and I've been really digging the DLC Enki Soul Core. Oh, you're talking about karaoke? Is it hilariously overpowered? And that's why I've never seen player using it, or am I missing something? I think people just underestimate it. I think it's a fantastic Soul Core. I think it's great. It's just I think it's karaoke is an amazing Soul Core. Honestly, we're really lucky with the Nioh series because Koei Tecmo have some really egregious DLC practices with some of the other series. So I've heard with like Dead or Alive, for example. Yeah, karaoke is really good. Why do you never see it? Because most people will go with what's very obvious in terms of the damage department. Karaoke is just not considered that. Like, I think it's great. I think it's awesome. I think it's ridiculous. But, it's just not as frequently used. Cool how fast you can build arts gauge when you know what you're doing. Yep. Like, in all honesty with Nioh, Team Ninja doesn't even probably need to go the live service route. I think that's probably like too expensive for them. They can just release like DLC packs. Here you go, new downloadable content, buy it for however many bucks. And I think all of us would be like, yes, we will buy it. Tonfa Revenant pack. Yeah, microtransactions or trickle content, it is very irritating. I'm okay with some games. Like, I'm okay with microtransactions being things that are completely extra. Like, Path of Exile does that basically for, you know, just like basically skins that are, you get like a cool little pet or you get like a different look to your armor. I'm like, okay, it's like not that big of a deal. It's like, oh, it's cool. Or if you played like League of Legends like I have like many years ago. Or many years ago? Yeah, over a year ago. It'd be cool to be like, oh, look, I got this skin for like Ezreal. Excuse me, Hayabusa? Sexy Gaki skins? I oh. I am fine. Short stack Gaki, what is fucking wrong with you people? This needs to stop. Ugh. I'm done. I'm done. I am done. I am done. I am done. I am fine. I am fine. This will not affect me. I will be okay. I am going to recover from this. Life will be fine. Okay. Out. Actual questions. Fanboy Gaki, fuck you, dude. I'm out. I'm out. Okay, anyway, let me go back to some chat messages. So let's see, what I miss? Low stance spear. Yeah, low stance spear is awesome. Do you think they're going kind of generic with the environments and lore? The big eye thing looks exactly like the Wolong front cover. I don't know. Too early for me to tell, to be honest. Especially based on the alpha. Like, if I look at Nioh 2's alpha, what do we get? We got Yatsunokami's level, we got Nenra's level. That is not representative of Nioh 2 whatsoever. Like, overall. In terms of story, in terms of environments. Kamaitachi's is a little more representative of that, but it's just difficult to tell the direction the story is going to take and the environments and the lore. I think from what I saw in the Out of Bounds stuff, there was a lot that they could do. So I don't necessarily know if it's going to be generic, because I just don't know. I don't necessarily think so, but only time will tell. Team Ninja did say they want to release games every year, so we probably won't see them specifically going the live service route since it would take away their development focus. Right. And I think the live service games come with their own hurdles, and I think it's already a big jump for Team Ninja to go to try to do a game every year. Maybe one day they'll do live service games, but I think that's that necessary. They could just do like a DLC pack every so often. I'd buy it. Provided it's a good one. Does this game lose any flow by not having the yokai abilities in your opinion, or does it still flow really well with different combo fillers? I think it flows pretty well. While we don't have yokai abilities in the same way as we did in Nioh 2, what's replaced that is Guardian Spirit skills. So, I think it's fundamentally the concepts are kind of just like the same, so I'm not like that worried. If I have to accept lower quality games like on Team Ninja's engine versus live service, I prefer to play full price for the more scuffed game every time. Same here. I don't like my experience with live service games for the most part. It's been pretty negative. Like I'm thinking of Blizzard Entertainment entirely for that. Electronic Arts as well. Like it's just frustrating. Whereas Team Ninja games feel very complete. Like I don't think anyone here is gonna be like, oh, Nioh 2 is an incomplete game. Like, nah, bro. Pretty full. Even Wolong, even Stranger of Paradise. I think those two games feel pretty complete, even if they have issues. I think Rise of the Ronin, even though it's not as expansive as the other games, still feels pretty complete too. Just my opinion. I used to play League of Legends. Briefly. I would play with like my brother and stuff like that. Okay. I'm still catching up with messages. Wouldn't even agree with Team Ninja having a lower quality engine or whatever. Yeah, they're progressing slowly. I mean, Ninja Gaiden 4 and even Ninja Gaiden 2 Black, they look pretty damn good. Okay. We need permanent Scampus follower. I would pay $60 for permanent Scampus, even if it did nothing mechanically. Yeah, now we're talking. I understand that, but I think people often ignore what improvements there are just because it's not visually on the same level as some of the most advanced games out there. Right. Right, I would agree. I would certainly agree. Like, Team Ninja, like, I think when it comes to Team Ninja, I have a general expectation that their games that come out will be good. That they will be good, that they will be complex and very satisfying. I have an expectation that their graphics may not be the best, so when it's nice, it's like, oh, an extra cherry on top. But truth be told, like, I don't play Team Ninja games because their stories are that great, or because I don't play them for their stories, and I don't really play them for the graphics. I think their graphics are good enough, and in all honesty, I'm just here for the combat. The combat's really fun. It's very cinematic in nature to play that way, so I'm cool. Do you think we'll be able to see our characters' abs with more than 2 different outfits in Nioh 3? Possibly. I don't know. You want maid outfit DLC, no bias, of course. If there was a Dead or Alive 7 game, what would I think? I haven't played Dead or Alive. I don't really know too much about it, so I can't really say. For me, like, Nioh 3, the demo's graphics are good enough. I'm like, it's fine. It works. Yeah, for me, I think it looks fine. You've legit watched me play the demo for the whole 14 days. We haven't played that much at all. Thank you for trusting me with that. I appreciate it. Not the cleanest. A win's a win. I think it depends on the time zone. For me, the demo is still going, so I think it's local time zone. I can't say for certain, but just I think it's safe to assume today's the last day. So let's just say like 10 hours. Let's just say 9 hours. 8-9 hours. The demo's supposed to disappear at 2 a.m. Thank you, Yoshimaru. Appreciate it. Can I kill the next boss with Spear Fist? You got it. But I just switched to them now. I didn't realize I had Beyond Infinity on. Alright, see you later, Kevin. I would love to see PvP. Don't know if they'll do it, but I would still love to see it. I agree with most points, but not some. Either way, that's your opinion, and everyone should have their own perspective on it, but I guess we'll wait and see what they do when it comes to full release. Yeah, and I'm curious, what did you disagree with? I'm always down to, like, constructively debate. I'm curious. I just... The key operative word being, like, constructive. Nice. Real nice. Haircut plus new shave suits you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's the last day, unfortunately. Weapon enjoyment tier list? I'm gonna just tell you what it is. Let's see if this works. Sweet, does. No, I'm not hugging Gigagaki. Get out of here. I feel for the people that don't have an interest in the ninja style or vice versa. It was kind of cool how you could creatively use weight and graces to make your build tanky, fast, or tanky samurai, fast ninja. Yeah, it was kind of fun. Quick, everyone go out of bounds before it's too late. Exactly. Break the game. I need to do another 2 hours long video. Do I? Do I though, really? Cool. I've enjoyed ninja style, I've enjoyed samurai style. Different pros and cons to each. How long do you guys think it'll take for him to get me? Oh, he hit me. Oh, you did not. He lives in Spain without the A. Nice. You know, that weapon tier enjoyment took 2 hours because I answered lots of... I was trying to be very, very detailed. Don't hate me because I'm beautiful, man. I know, you're just messing. I've seen you take less hits fighting Ryu. What's more difficult? Ryu at Ren Hayabusa? Onibi. Onibi wins every time. The scariest enemy in the entire Nioh games is not the final boss, it's not Tateyabushi, it's nothing like that. It's the spear skeleton warrior. And we all know it. Valid, but Wheel Monk? Wheel Monk's a close second. That poor Ippon. You've been slain by a few Gaki? No comments. Hardest boss in Nioh is navigating the Iga mansion. Oh yeah, I remember that. I wonder if they'll do bullshit fights like in Ronin, as there are a bunch of 2v1. What if 2 Saito Toshimitsu? Oh god. Oh god. That's a little freaky. Yeah, the demo's only available for one more day. Never log off. And what? I've actually tried that before. It force quits you. I mean, I don't know what I can do to try to get the PC demo, but if Wolong had it, maybe Nioh 3 will have it. I've tried it with the Nioh 2 beta, it eventually kicked me out. Seriously. Also, I'm done, like, kind of done playing the demo. Like, I've played it like a bajillion times. Export out of bounds, everything. Yeah, the demo's available for like 8-9 hours. The beta is going to be something we'll want to sink our teeth into much more. It'll be a much more robust moveset, like all sorts of fancy stuff. Damn. I think we'll get a demo around the time the Tokyo Game Show comes out. What is it for pole kick? That's it? Okay. The range attack, bro. Get out of here. Yeah, they gave him burst attack. What was that teleport move? It's called Cicada Shell. It's pretty cool. Alright, I'll watch your review after the stream is done. Did you mention what's the worst thing as a game and what's worse than previous Team Ninja titles? What do you mean? I don't fully understand your question. Like, what's the worst aspects about it? Or what I'm concerned about? Like, I definitely do talk about that. That's definitely something I address. Also, we need joke weapons like Broom Spear that has increased break on low stance quick attacks, or Tree Branch Sword with reduced key consumption on EI Quick Draw. What? Yeah, so they gave the small skeletons burst attacks. He just straight up chucks the spear at you. And they've updated some movesets for a lot of these enemies. Like that's kind of a new thing. You didn't expect the review to be so positive? Yeah, I mean, I enjoy this game, so of course it's gonna be positive. If I found it to be negative, I would have stopped playing it. Straight up. Alright, super wanna get across some lava, jump. You don't do it like that. Don't do it like that. You don't just jump across the lava. That's a pleb move. So here's you go. Woo, woo, doot, 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 doot. Yeah, look at that distance. Okay. I thought you'd go harder on the ideas I want implemented. I did in my feedback form. The negative sentiment was earlier on. It kind of is hacking. I'm not even gonna lie. like serious distance. This is how I got out of bounds. No, I don't have a negative sentiment towards this. But if there were some channels, other YouTube channels, and they're much larger. I'll just tell you one. Like for example, PWR Gaming had like Nioh 2.5. Like, oh my gosh, problems with the game. Caused buzz. And I was just like, yeah, this is frustrating to deal with. Tonfa skeletons, bro. No. I'm noticing key regen is insane. Is it by default or did I do anything about it? Let's take a look. So I have 12 in all stats. I have A agility for ninja. So that probably impacts some key regeneration in some way. I'm not using it as much. Let's see if I have any key recovery special effects. Key reduction, looks like a couple percent. Key recovery, it's not that much. Oh, in ninja style it's quite a bit. But again, it's not even that much. What's happening is that I'm starting to understand when to use a lot of my attacks well. Yeah, today's the last demo day. And yeah, I remember, and before I answer some of the other questions, so yeah, like channels like PWR Gaming, it was just frustrating. Like I was just getting frustrated the whole time. It's like frustration with this, frustration, like anger at this, like, oh my gosh, let's it's just like a lot of like, it's just like a mind fuck over like, oh my gosh, like I can't believe this, I can't believe that. It just felt like really alarmist. I'm like, I don't want to deal with this, bro. Like it's kind of irritating. But yeah, and then what would happen, and I'm not saying like most people think like this, it's just, I would notice that certain people in certain pockets of social media would get like really, 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 really heated about like one specific topic. And then it was just like I was basically dealing with a brick wall. So it just kind of it got like frustrating. I'm like, I don't want this to be like the dominant thing I see, because it's just frustrating. Like sometimes here's the interesting experience I've had with people who are most active on social media is, at least in my experience, it's like their investment and I guess their stubbornness into an idea is so strong, and then that just like permeates like a lot of the discussion, and then it can give a false representation about like what the general opinions about things are. So it can just skew perception, and like if that's all I'm encountering when I'm on YouTube, like I'm gonna get irritated. Straight up. I'm like, bro, like relax, it's a video game. And I think for PWR Gaming, for example, it's like his job, so he does like need to get views, so he'll do what he believes will get him views and traction and a certain fan base. I'm like, okay, I guess. Right, negativity for clicks is rough anyway, it doesn't feel good. Right, like I don't like doing it. And like I'm okay with like not having a big channel, not having a popular channel, because it's like if I really like want to try to make off, like I'll just be upfront. If I was really trying to make a big ass channel off of YouTube and that was like my priority, then I would do things differently. I would have like been much more like disciplined and dedicated towards like making content all the time. But I'm like pretty casual, dude. Like if it's about money, for example, as I'm sure it is for an Autumn Red, I know you're poking fun at Fighting Cowboy, for example. Exactly, and Basaris hit it perfectly. First of all, I wouldn't play Team Ninja games if I was about the mainstream. Okay? I wouldn't have played Nioh 2 for years. Well after most people pass it up. Right? I'm just here to do what I enjoy. Yeah, I'm not like, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm like, up to you guys. Do what you want. You don't want to? Great. Right, if I wanted to make a big channel, I wouldn't stick to one game. I would do things very differently. But the reason I'm on YouTube is just to have fun playing games. And like, do some badass stuff and help other people, like, have fun with it, stuff like that, man. Like, whatever. Right, and mainstream stuff, like, and when it comes to like popular streamers and things like that, like, when it comes to the popular streamers, I used to focus a lot on their impact, but truth be told, what can I do about it? I can express my opinion that it's frustrating, and then the popular streamer could be like, good for fucking you, and then move on. So, that kind of happens sometimes. You know, that's just a different way of life. So, for me, like, channel growth is honestly secondary. And I just focus on making content I'm happy with. It's nice to, like, I've interacted with some popular streamers before, but they have a very different MO on terms of how, like, it's their job. It's their job. Like, they're gonna approach it very differently, a little less personal. So it's just a different way of operating, and it's not a way I want to operate. My job isn't to try to like have this big ass channel. Like, if I get a big channel, great. If I make a lot of money, great. But one thing I did, and I did this a lot when I was going for a Twitch partner, is I made a lot of sacrifices, a lot of unhealthy sacrifices. And I went like all fucking into streaming, and I was not healthy with it. It was all consuming, and coupled with my personal issues at the time, like, it was miserable. So like, I'm not doing that again. So I made the video that I did because that's the direction, that's representative of the direction I want to take my channel. If I'm sure, like, I know social media has like their tried, tested, and true formula of like, oh my gosh, let's have something like clickbait type shit, get you to watch it. Like, here's the one secret you didn't know about, 5 things that can change your life forever, or whatever. You know, there's like the usual titles, and sometimes you watch those videos and it's just like trying to hit all your emotions. But it just feels more like, I don't know, it doesn't feel honest. It doesn't feel genuine, I guess the best way to put it is. Right, like, look, I play video games to have fun. Bottom line. I play video games to have a fun time. I want to have a fun time. I do not want to have some, like, shitty, like, oh my god, games suck experience. Especially when I'm playing a game. If I feel that way about a game, I'm not fucking playing it. I don't play games by Blizzard Entertainment. Like, I don't stream it. I don't stream shit from, like, Electronic Arts. I don't play Fortnite. I don't play any of that shit. Because it's like, I get bored. Right? Like, I don't even listen to a lot of the critics because I'm like, I'm gonna make up my own fucking mind. Because I have realized, for me, and maybe other people agree with the critics, fine, I've learned that, like, that their opinions can be helpful, but honestly, like, I disagree with them. I've come to realize that, yeah, like, I disagree. And sometimes I think the arguments that they have don't really hold water for me. So I'm like, yeah, well, I'll just buy the game anyway. You can feel free to dislike it. I'm doing my own thing. So, again, the video that I created was meant to represent where I want to go. What if they put Gaki in Fortnite? Okay, that's even less reason for me to engage with it. But yeah, I just want to have a fun time. So everything that I'm trying to produce is to reflect that. So if people want to join in, great. If people don't want to, that's fine. Right? Like, people can have different opinions. That's fine. You like my stuff, stick around. Don't like my stuff, leave. Okay, I get 0 viewers, fine. It's nice when I get a lot of viewers, but even then, I've been in situations where I've got tons of viewers, but then the quality of those viewers is not really that satisfying. Right, like, when people do things for a serious living, a lot of times other things can fall into place. Like, a lot of other stressors can fall into place. Okay, so leave, guys, let's go. Yes, there's the door. If I can have an engaging conversation with another human being on the internet, great. If I can make a difference, great. If I really want to make money, I'm not doing YouTube. I'm not doing YouTube, bro. Okay? Alright. Straight up. So yeah, like, Last Load and I, we're not... We don't go in that direction because it's just not for us. Hey, Cage! It's been a while. It's been pretty good. I'm just kind of having a rant moment. So one question that was asked before I continue my rant is, do you think they'll add a demo for the PC, maybe for the beta? Maybe. I can't say for certain. So there's... I just can't say for certain. I would want them to release a beta demo for the PC. I would love that. I just can't say for certain. There's some evidence suggests they might. There's some evidence suggests that there may not be the case. So I can't tell. So Autumn Red is saying, it ends up affecting the studio sales. How many people haven't said they regret not having bought Ronin because of the bad review? Right, and I think that's something that isn't my responsibility. To be honest. Studios, I am not, like, I'm just a streamer. I'm just like a content creator. I don't have like any fancy relationship with Team Ninja or anything like that. It's not like I'm sponsored. They sometimes give me free copies of their games, but like the whole mainstream opinion thing, that's up to them. That's up to them to navigate. What I will do, what I will focus on is just my channel. That's it. That's all I have control over. So that's why I want the positive experience. And if it doesn't sell as well, I don't care. I frankly don't. I'd rather live a happy life making less money than an amazingly rich life than having to like constantly worry about like all sorts of negativity and warding that off. I'm like, fuck that. I don't want to deal with it. If there's one thing, I've worked with some pretty wealthy people before, and like they kind of have to really deal with that all the time. And there's a lot of paranoia involved. Like they have to be. Because there's always somebody else out to try to rob them in some capacity. Always somebody out there to screw them over. So it's just a different mentality, and I just don't want it. Now, if I was in, say, a higher position of popularity, of course, like, I could affect more. But one thing that I definitely want to do for myself is, if I am to become popular, I do not want it to be based on negativity. I don't want that to come in at all. I just want to have fun the whole time and enjoy it, and have that be, like, a much more... That would be the way. I would want the way that I get there to be something I'm at peace with. Okay. Right, like, I will make content. I will make content for this. I'm not saying I'm not going to make any content. I made my video, for example. I will make more. That was a rant. I resonate with everything you said and believe everyone also does. Fair. No gaki mode. Get the shit out of here. Right, and Autumn Red, that's kind of the thing. I am very much focused on a long-term thing. Very much a long-term thing, and I just want to enjoy day to day. I want to, like, be excited about stuff. Right? That's why I said in that video very clearly that, like, I don't want this whole, like, hey, I'm afraid of losing sort of mentality. I'm just trying to, like, get by, just trying to survive and fight, and, like, that, and invites in so much, like, fighting and so much shit, so many problems. I'm just like, look, I think we're all here to have a fun time. Why don't we just, like, try to do things that are more representative of fun? So even in my video and even in my feedback is, like, I like complaining, I also like money, so I cannot fully agree personally. Hey, I like both of those too, but I don't want that to be my life. Okay. Right now, I'm technically complaining about complainers, so you can make that argument too. But the thing is, like, I just want to enjoy myself. That's it. Enjoy myself, be happy, chill. And I would like that to be more of a thing for other people too. People were sad that the alpha isn't a complete game, need to get real. I know, it's an alpha demo. It's an alpha demo. It's like the rough draft of the rough drafts. But yeah, I'm like, when it came to the feedback form, which if you haven't filled out, and you please make sure you do. But yeah, like in my feedback form, I was like, hey, I really like this, and they asked me what I dislike, and I said, I wish that this could have happened. Like I echoed, like I had the same concerns about like styles. The Gaki situation is insane. But if you don't have a good rough draft, then you don't have a good final draft. Sometimes I've had to, in my English classes when I was in high school, I remember taking like AP English classes. So I once had a very bad rough draft, and then I had to rewrite the whole paper, but then I like aced it. We need to talk about the Gaki allegations. No, Wizard, do not send your list of Gaki things. That's not right. So here's the thing. I've had I think Wizard, you might have asked this question before about like people are concerned. Here's one concern people have: will Team Ninja be able to address the concerns from the feedback survey? And I think sometimes what can happen, and this is just my impression, is that we can get fixated on one specific aspect of, say, let's call it the rough draft. All right. So here's the thing. It's in all of our feedback, I don't think any of us is saying the entire game and everything that the demo has to offer is bad. And I mean everything. Music. I don't know how many people are critical of the music. I don't know how many people are critical of the cutscenes. I don't know how critical people are of graphics. Like, think about every little detail that comes into the game. The attack moves, all those little animations. There's so many things that go into developing this game. Like certain things related to the motion. Like, people are going to be like, oh my gosh, the walking animation is fucking trash. And if there are people that think that, it's probably a very, very small subset. Right? Or certain animation things. Or certain bars. Like, just like all these little details of all these things that go into it. Right? So all of these things, there's so many other things we aren't accounting for that Team Ninja's probably like, yeah, this will be fine. I don't know a single person who's like, oh my gosh, I think the story is going to be bad from what they've shown. If anything, I've seen people be like, oh my gosh, Takeda Shingen is going to be like reference. That's kind of cool. Let's see where it goes. I don't think a single person is... I don't know if there's like a single person, maybe I'm wrong, who's like, hey, I hate the fact that they're showing this video of Beyond Infinity. Right? Like, I hate these tooltips, or even the translation stuff, I think is like fine. Right? We're gonna focus on what we notice the most. And what we think needs the most attention. We pretty much are focusing on gameplay aspects. So, I think Team Ninja, being as they are, has had to have mapped out their general like triage, like what could be a concern, what might not be a concern, what they can keep going with, and so on. I don't know many people who've criticized like the map, for example. Right? Like, I know I explored it. I don't know how many people are critical about that. What do you think about the game's linearity? I believe we need more instances to deviate from what's good and evil. Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be fun. Right, people are just going to list the things they don't like and want change. Right, and I imagine it falls into specific categories. And not to mention, when they asked us for feedback, they did have specific categories. Very specific things that they were looking for. Right, they asked for they definitely ask for feedback on Samurai Ninja style because they do expect people are gonna have problems with it. Right? They like, if you look at the survey form, you can tell there are very specific things that they're looking for. I don't like the mini-map because we can't see it and Pooper at the same time. Hope they change that. Yes. Yes, video game company, make sure you change your game to suit my streaming preferences. I could just as easily move the camera down. My main worry with the game is if the variety in build creation is going to be as good as Nioh 2, the one weapon on Samurai and one stance on Ninja is wearing a bit. Right! And that is something you would submit as feedback, right? That's what I'd put. I'd put like, hey, we're only gonna have one weapon on Samurai, one weapon on Ninja. Like, hey, I want 2 weapons. I would really like to have that. I also mentioned that, like, hey, like, what about, like, is Ninja doesn't feel as complete as robust in terms of attacks compared to Samurai style. Like, I want that. I want that feeling. I put that in there. And I brought up, like, fist versus talons. Right, and Soulbox, for example, doesn't have a direct question because they probably aren't having it at a place where they're starting to look for opinions at this time. Exactly. They are constraining the feedback that they're getting because that's what they're most concerned about. But they've also left it open about, like, hey, list anything you like or dislike. And there are people who are concerned about the Onryo stuff. So they'll see, like, how big of an impact it is right now. But for the main core of the game, that's what they're looking at. You haven't had any experience with Team Ninja previously taking in feedback. How good are they on that? They're really good. I've had very good experiences with them. So another YouTuber and I'll tell you a story about that. Another YouTuber and I, Kagera Simaru, we were part of the Nioh community Discord, and we kind of talked to the community manager, Master, which I'm gonna poke fun at you, dude. Yeah. It's like the most egotistical name. Hey guys, my name's Master. I'm like, fuck out of here. But hey, he actually did do really well in the Dead or Alive Championship, so who am I to talk? Who am I to talk? But he I remember we talked with him about, like, giving some feedback about how we wanted Nioh 2 to improve throughout the DLCs. A community manager of Team Ninja. Like, the actual community team manager. Like, he works so hard, too. So we asked him if we could, like, give some supporting feedback to basically make Nioh 2 better. And so he recommended that, like, we get all sorts of feedback from, like, the Nioh community Discord server. Has Master streamed the demo? Yeah, he streamed it yesterday or the day before, I think. He was, like, dead tired. I know he's been working his ass off. But yeah, so I remember it was, like, several pages of feedback that we gave, and, like, this was a lot of time after deciding what we really wanted to submit. And one thing that another YouTuber and I, Kagera Simaru, mentioned was, like, we wanted more moves for the dual swords. Alright, this is, like, one thing. And we were saying, like, hey, like, this move, like, from Ninja Gaiden 2, it'd be cool if you could have something like that. And I'm not going to necessarily say we were directly, say, responsible. Turn off the music. Here, let me move somewhere else. And I'm not going to say we were directly responsible, but then they put in Spinning Dragon into the game. And I was like, the fuck? Oh my god. Speech 100, skill 0. Yeah, pretty much. Oof. Wait, no, this is wrong. Bruh. How does Wolong hold up to Rise of the Ronin? If it's on sale, depending on the sale, I'd get it. I think it'll be fun. I would recommend it. Wolong and Rise of the Ronin are both fun games. They may not necessarily hit the same spots as Nioh, but I think they're quite enjoyable. In their own right. I don't regret buying those games, and if you can get them on sale, yeah. Okay. Okay, I pulled that off. I'll rant once I get to a safe spot. I don't want to die. I think I'll beat this level and then I'll rant after that, okay? I'm just trying to beat this mission, and I'll talk when I get to the overworld. Oh shit! Oh, I was doing Beyond Infinity. Oh. See you later, level 0. Aw, damn it. I don't have a lot of my usual spear things. It's weird to just do triple threat and windmill. I don't even use windmill that often, but it's weird to not have that.
Oh, died to fire damage. Damn. Yeah, the horse is headless. It's pretty cool. Damn it, I was trying to do lightning vortex. Our boss is harder than Nioh 2? Technically yes, but if we're comparing this to like Dream of the Nioh, then no. Oh, wrong button! Oh, I did Cicada Shell instead of just Stall Shift. Yes, I'm still using Balance build. Is there any reason why I don't heal? Yes. It takes away from combat flow, and I'm just trying to focus on that more than anything else. Yeah, I could heal, but then it's... My goal isn't to just beat the boss, it's to destroy the boss. Very different. If I wanted to really just beat this boss at a reasonable pace, I wouldn't be using level 1 weapons. So this is more of just like a little fun challenge for me. See, I'm being so greedy. I can R2 at 0 key, but I guess you were knocked down there? Yeah, it was. Is this the hardest boss in the demo? No, I would say Blood Edge Demon is harder. I'm just pushing my offensive limits as much as I can. Damn. Also, me playing with Talons and Spear feels weird because there are certain choices I would make with Spear that I just, in Nioh 2, that I just do not have access to here. So it's a lot of like Spear pokes. I don't have like a lot of those moves. Close enough. So there you go. Spear fists. First try GG. Could have been better, I agree. Grinch, I'm not answering that. I'm not answering that, dude. So, okay. You left out Community Manager and Spinning Dragon? Yeah, so Kage and I put in Spinning Dragon as a... well, we put the move from Ninja Gaiden 2 as kind of like a request. And then we were surprised when we saw it make it in at all. And so for us, it felt like, holy shit. Team Ninja is... like, they actually took that feedback in. So a lot of like those little details were pretty awesome. To have happen. And Team Ninja does take our feedback very seriously, and they do well with it. So their the community's response, the overall, Yo Poofer, you figured out how to emote? I never actually tried. Just there you go, I guess. Yay! Backflip, bro. They do not need a Gaki boss, so if we bug them about more Gakis, there's a chance. I'm not talking about that. But yeah, Team Ninja does listen to feedback. They do. They do listen to feedback. They'll take it into serious consideration. I believe them to do that. And they did so from the Nioh 2 Alpha as well, and they made significant changes to the beta. They won't from what I understand, they won't compromise their game vision, which I don't think they ever should. But they will do things to help players. So like, they focus on tutorials and things of that nature. Their games are very complex and can be very overwhelming, and so they try to make it a relatively simple adjustment. So I actually appreciate Team Ninja or Team Samurai. That's a good question. Yes, they release survey results. Yep. They have a history of that. No, not Team Gaki. So I actually appreciate this tutorial, for example. They have their basic one, which is pretty standard. And they have this one, which is helpful. Because when they're selling this game, they're not just going to try to address this game to players like myself. Like, I'll deal with some of the confusing, overwhelming things. I don't like it, but I'll deal with it. But when you have a new player who's never played a game like this and just hears that, oh, it might be good, and then their first experience is like, oh my gosh, here's 500 million mechanics to learn, good fucking luck. Then, you know, that can be quite the distressor. There's a lot of complexity to their game, but they want players to feel in control of feeling like, okay, if I lose a battle, it's because I had a problem, as opposed to the fight being cheap. So they try to reduce that as much as possible. And pretty much all my deaths, I wasn't like, oh, the boss was cheap. I was just like, bro, I just sucked. Right, then they get two-shot by the first enemy on top. Right? I don't think complexity is a problem. That's the thing that's lacking in modern games. Too simplified for a mainstream audience. Right, and I think I'm just gonna go to main menu. I don't feel like playing any more of the demo. Don't worry, I got like some clips I'll be making, but I'm not gonna like go all out with the content. Right, and it's not like you need to master everything to enjoy the game. So I think they're making improvements not only for the new player experience, but also for just players like myself who are veterans of the series and really enjoy all the many options that Like all the options that are presented. And I do like for the most part in this game, like in this demo throughout the entire time I've been playing it, I pretty much just assumed if I die, it's because I need to get good. Which is okay, because I can understand how to get good. So what will I be doing till the next demo or Ninja Gaiden? I'll probably go back to Stranger of Paradise, a Chaos game, and grind that out and just chill. Probably stream a little less for some time, unless there's something like really, really pressing that I feel like playing. But yeah, the Grinch. I always blame myself after I beat the boss, but meanwhile I'm cursing the shit out. Yeah. No more getting ganked by enemies hanging from the ceiling. I'm okay with that from time to time, but if that's like a recurring thing, it gets irritating. Before playing Nioh, my idea of the game's difficulty was fucking Donkey's videos on it, and while they're funny, it really made me expect something way more unfair. Right. Donkey's stuff is pretty funny. Do you actually play any other games from other studios than Team Ninja? Yeah. I mean, like, I have a Nintendo Switch, so... Not a Switch 2, I'm not buying a Switch 2 anytime soon. But yeah, like, I play all sorts of games randomly off-stream. So that's kind of the thing. There's a lot of games that I've played. Do not ever buy a Switch 2. I have no plans on buying it whatsoever. I'm like, what am I gonna get for it? What am I gonna get? Mario Kart World for $80? And I'm like, bruh, that's Nioh 2 Complete Edition. I seriously doubt I'm gonna get that much value from freaking Mario Kart World. You get the privilege of buying old games for premium price. Yeah, exactly. I'm not that big on Nintendo anymore. Especially with certain decisions they made. So, yeah, I kind of like... I'm just like, whatever, no biggie. Cass and I have talked about, like, do we want to Switch to? And we're kind of like, what are we going to get for it? And it's expensive, and like, yeah, we'll just keep the classic Switch that we have. Right, now that I have PS5, I can give Wild Hearts a try. I can play all sorts of other games on PS3 now. I don't know what that would be. I think like one of the games I was considering was Doom the Dark Ages, but I think it's one of those games I'd rather watch somebody else play than like have to like learn everything. Because that game's cool, but god damn. It's pretty wild. Who needs Pokemon when you have Guardian Spirits? Yeah, exactly. Doom Dark Ages is apparently worse than the previous two. Apparently, I've heard that, but I don't really give a shit. Like, I've now kind of learned, just because someone else says the game's bad doesn't mean it actually will be. It's because they find it bad, and they have their reasons for finding it bad, which I'm like, that's totally fine. But what I usually do is, I will just watch other people play it. And then I will decide whether the gameplay loop looks fun to me. I've already played Bloodborne. I played all the Old Hunters DLC, stuff like that. So like Ludwig, I remember that. That was pretty cool at the time. I played Bloodborne before I played Nioh. Bloodborne was very cool at the time, but I'm done with it. The games that I play from FromSoft include Sekiro and Bloodborne, and that's it. I didn't bother. I looked into Elden Ring. Nope. I looked into First Berserker Kazan. Nope. I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I want to go for that. You've enjoyed Wild Hearts more than Wolong, Ronin, Stranger of Paradise, to be honest? I can look into it. See if the gameplay loop is entertaining enough to me. If it is, I'll get it. If not, I'll pass. Ah, okay. I can take a look at Wild Hearts then. But yeah, also another consideration is like, I only have a certain amount of time I can devote to games now. Or rather, there's only a certain amount of time I'm willing to devote to games now. So I have to be very, I guess, picky about what I devote my time into. So for me, Nioh 3 was like an obvious pick. Ninja Gaiden 4 will also be an obvious pick for me. But like there's kind of a time consideration now because like there's other things I could be doing, to be honest, that I enjoy a lot more. Cass and I have been enjoying It Takes Two. We played some more of that yesterday. We've been rewatching Babylon 5. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, Babylon 5 came out like 30 years ago. So yeah, it's like, well, either I can invest time into going towards these games, or I can just focus on other things. Speaking of Babylon 5, The Expanse is getting a game. Ooh, I really enjoyed The Expanse. That was fun. Okay, I can look into Wild Hearts, potentially. Who knows? Maybe I'll love it. I don't know. But yeah, like I kind of have a catalog of certain things I want to complete. So like Stranger of Paradise, like once I get to Rift 300 and I have a build solidified for that, at this point I'm kind of like once I hit 300 and I can beat it, then I'm like, all right, then this can be pretty casual. I've been enjoying playing the Lance on it, so that's cool. Remember Tsukuyomi? Oh boy. You play the game, remember that name? Alright. I'll try. You play Wild Hearts, just play Monster Hunter Wild? Alright, Grinch. But yeah, I've been binging Nioh 3 for a while, so like I need to reevaluate what I will be doing with my time. How about this? I can take a look at both games and decide which one interests me. And I will see like if the gameplay loop is fun. If it is, I'll go for it. If not, I won't even bother. That is what led me to being like, nah. Yeah, whatever, dude. See you next stream for Nioh 2. I don't honestly feel like playing Nioh 2. But yeah, when I was watching gameplay footage of first Berserker Kazan, and I watched a lot of it. I watched it from players that I thought would do a good job of representing what I would enjoy. I was like, yeah, I'll probably play this once and then that's it. So, but I won't enjoy it. I watched the full game of Kazan. I watched people who would be good at Nioh play Kazan. And I was like, I will pass. I was like, I don't even want to play the demo. So I'm like, I'm not even going to bother. So I decided not for me. No judgments about the game. The game looks cool. But like, for me, I'm like, I don't want to put my time into it. I'm good. So that's what I boiled down to. I played Black Myth Wukong. I got bored by chapter 3. I was like, dude, if I'm already bored, if I'm bored through this and I have to like wait for the payoff to happen, like that's gonna suck. Especially when and then I saw people play, I saw like Ongbal's footage for Wukong. I saw Last Load's footage for Wukong. It looks cool. It's a gorgeous looking game. But like, I'm playing a game and I want my game to be really fun. And it's very difficult for me to... It's difficult when I keep comparing it to Team Ninja and I just crave more and it just doesn't hit the spot. Yeah, I mean, I want them to keep... I want these other studios to make great games. I'd love to be able to like fully enjoy them too. And hey, maybe these other companies that are up and coming can inspire Team Ninja to create even cooler games. I would love that. Team Ninja has some established franchises. They've got the Nioh series. They have Ninja Gaiden. Like, those are pretty well known. And then, who knows? They got other stuff. Right. So, that's just kind of my thinking on stuff. I just want to do what I enjoy. I'm not going to waste my time, like, trying to force myself to like things, or maybe I should like this. Yeah, Nioh is like 8 years old. This is a long time. It's a long amount of time. But yeah, I'm just gonna play what I enjoy. If people want to hang out my channel, fine. If not, so be it. It's not like I'm trying to make a career out of this, and not anymore. But I'm like, I'll just get a job that I genuinely am happy with. But being a content creator, okay, I've already tried it. Didn't work for me. And even when I got Twitch partner, it was miserable. So I don't want to do it again. Well, alright. Lots of ranting, no playing now. I think I'm good when it comes to playing the alpha. Like, you're much better streamer now than you were before, so much more talkative. Yeah, I mean, you guys can also see my face too. My absolutely beautiful face. You don't have to try hard, just more videos and people will flock. Depends. I made Ronin videos, not as much flock. I would keep getting resistance of like, Ronin's bad for X, Y, or Z reasons. I'm just like, okay, but... like, alright. I was not gonna post this. So... oh well. Like, I'm just here to have fun. If I make money, great, but I want to have fun. Alright, Grinch, I can look into it. I don't know when I will, but I'll look into it. But for right now, I am done with gaming for a bit. I'm just gonna chill, eat food, pet my cats, watch some stuff with Cass, who knows. Yeah, I wonder how the Nioh 3 story will be. Oh yeah, by the way, because of my PS5 bundle, I need to eventually... I got a free Call of Duty Black Ops 6 voucher. Probably just give it away for free. You're like, hey, what's Call of Duty Black Ops 6 for free? Because I sure as shit am not playing this. Sponsored content? Yeah, sponsored. Nioh 3 Alpha Demo sponsored by Activision, Treyarch, Raven, Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Imagine being a COD fan in 2025. I enjoyed COD back in like 2008 or 2012 or something. But I didn't enjoy it because I cared about the game or the campaign. I just had fun playing multiplayer with my friends at the time. That was cool. Yeah, that was like 13 years ago. Call of Duty 2. What did I enjoy? Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3. I enjoyed Modern Warfare 3 so much with my friends. It was hilarious. But what I miss more is the time with my friends rather than the game. The game could be whatever. But yeah, I gotta figure out how to give this away. I'm sure somebody will want it, want to sell it. I'm like, bro, I'll just give it for free. I don't even want to deal with it. Someone want it for $5? Be like, bro, no, it comes for free on the PS5. Okay, here. Yeah, every game can be fun with friends. I agree. It's surreal growing up with Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops on 360 and 10 years later seeing online games give the option to report toxic behavior. I know. I know. But alright. I think I'm now just here, just chatting, not doing anything Nioh-wise. I'll say playing with Spear and Fist wasn't that... Like, playing with Fist was kind of cool, but Spear wasn't that cool in this demo. If here's my weapon tier list for enjoyment. Sword, so for Samurai, Sword, Odachi, Spear. Why? Sword has a lot of flexibility. Odachi feels really powerful, and then Spear just feels a little limited. For ninja style, Kusarigama 1, Fist 2, Dual Swords 3. There you go. Why? Kusarigama has a lot of cool directional combos, hollered combos, hilarious. So yeah, it feels very varied, a lot of motion-based things. I enjoy that. Fist second because things like Beyond Infinity and a lot of those dodge-based moves are pretty spicy. And then Dual Swords is still cool, but I found that the aerial game was a little lacking. And Spinning Drill was cool, but the aerial game of Kusarigama was just too fun. It was way too fun. So I think that was like what did it for number 1. There you go. Here's my weapon enjoyment tier list. Yeah, so Dachi does have the same stance switching mechanics as 2. I don't like those that much, especially... I'm okay with the Sunset Breeze. I don't care for the Waking Winds all that much. I have yet to find a way to make it interesting, but perhaps what could happen is with R's proficiency, it could change. It's possible it could change. So with Triple Threat, you only have to do the directional input the first time. Then everything after that is just standard triangle, like standard timing. No directional input, just in case that wasn't clear. Right, that's my thinking with the Odachi, is that the conflict in high stance, if I do Awaking Winds, I lose access to Twin Moons, and I love Twin Moons. So it's a lot of abilities like that make me rethink, make me prefer those options over Waking Winds. Yeah, I know it's not clear for a triple threat. Per se, because you have the directional input, and then it's easy to assume that's the directional input the entire time. But it's just first time is directional, and then subsequent presses are just triangle. Just standard, not like constant directional inputs. That would be a pain in the ass. Will the next demo contain all the weapons? I think all the weapons for base game, assuming there's no DLC. If there is DLC, it won't include those. So like in Nioh 2 beta, they had 9 weapons. They didn't have split staff or fist. But I think they did have every other weapon. They did have hatchets, they did have switchglaive, and I think they did have they did hatchet, switchglaive, and the other 7 weapons from Nioh 1. Type of thing I learned right before demo is gone. Alright. But you'll know it for the other game. Hey, it's possible that they'll have a new weapon for Nioh 3 DLC. Because it's possible we get... I think, what was it? Axel was telling me that for Samurai style and Ninja style, it looks like they could have up to 12 weapons. I'd be like, what this shit is happening, bro? That'd be crazy. We'll have to see. Last Nioh 2 DLC did not have a new weapon, that is correct. What they did was expanded moves to all existing weapons, and that was for free for everybody. But the last Nioh 2 DLC included Underworld content, I believe. Dream of the Nioh and Underworld and Depths, I believe. Sorry, Gama enjoy it. Yeah, I want a Vigorian flail equivalent. Oh, that'd be so cool. Who knows? They could have like a Naginata. Like they could have spear for... They could have spear for samurai, of course, and then like a polearm for ninja. Like, that makes sense. Like, I'm very curious to see how they specialize samurai and ninja style to give them really unique identities. What's the total weapon amount in Nioh 2? 11. Sword, dual sword, spear, odachi, axe, tonfa, hatchet, switchglaive, split staff, fist, and kusarigama. What did you think of the dry grass upgrade in Nioh 3? Longing for another Tachi Banana reunion? Of course. I'm sure we'll fight Honda Telekatsu again. Sure we will. Oh wow, he remembered everything super easily. What a nerd. Yeah, it's not like I've played the game for so long and made guides for it. Oh. But yeah. Yeah, Honda with the trifecta. Oh yeah, we're totally fighting him. I probably can't name all the months in the year. Unfortunately, I cannot. Too many. There's 11 weapons in Nioh. There's 12 months in a year. I can't go past 11, bro. Okay? I'm sure that whatever boss fights they put in Nioh 3 will be incredibly memorable. We've kind of got a taste for that with Blood Edge Demon. So if Blood Edge Demon indicates the direction of things to go, bro, it's gonna be so fun. Like, he has 4 elemental forms with different move sets. I'm like, what the fuck? The whole, like, massive wind tornado thing, and then, like, he chucks a bunch of wind projectiles everywhere, and like 40 of them at you at the same time. I'm like, what the fuck? Alright. That was crazy. And then, like, the lightning sort of, like, super shockwave, and just, like, the elemental spam things, and the, like, this super water wave. And then he does, like, lightning beams with water waves. I'm like, what the fuck? This is a crazy thing. And then I got to see the fire moveset as well, which was, like, rare, I guess. Which I put in my video that I released today. But, like, he does, like, a full, like, super Beyblade spin with fire. I'm like, what the fuck is this, dude? And then, yeah, like, that's incredibly varied. He has non-elemental moveset and then 4 elemental movesets. I'm like, what the hell? And he's super fast. Like, that is an incredibly threatening enemy. Yeah, I'm curious about how human boss fights worked. The human boss fight we got in this demo was completely forgettable. So I hope that the human fights are engaging. We'll have to see how they play out, because I don't think any of the human enemies in Nioh 3 were engaging at all. I think the only Nioh 2 human bosses I like were Iori, Mitsu, and Ren. The others were too easy, too obnoxious, or both. Yeah. Now, design-wise, I think, and it's interesting you say that. This guy's like Imagawa tier, he's early game boss, yeah. Design-wise, so just concept-wise, I like Saito Toshimitsu a lot. I think it's awesome. However, implementation of him was fucking frustrating. There were, like, his moveset, oh, it's amazing. I love the moveset. I just hated fighting him because of certain behavioral things he would do. Like his, like, incessant dodging. I'm like, bro, how do I interact with you? And when I would die, it wouldn't feel like I died because I sucked. It was like, died because he does some really fucking frustrating things. Yes, the alpha demo is only on console. So yeah, Saito Toshimitsu, I like the concept. I love the unique movesets, but in practice it was frustrating. Right, right. He spams the input read dodges. I hated it. Let's see. There were like a lot of cool like designs to bosses, but like fighting them was a different story. I think Ren was cool. Ashio Domon had a lot of cool spells, but it was just like a block spam fest forever. Raiko was cool, minus a couple of things. Oda Nobunaga I think was really cool too. I'm sure he'll make an appearance in this game. Why wouldn't he? They like always bring him in the games. Let's see, other cool human bosses. The Psycho fight, yeah. Psycho was a cooler fight. Oh wow, think about that. Psycho Magoichi with aerial components, that could be really fun. I think I'm hopeful that they can make human bosses more enjoyable. I just don't know for a fact. They obviously have the potential of making really kick-ass fights. Like Rise of the Ronin, like I think only a handful of the bosses, not even, maybe like 2 or 3 bosses were irritating. But for the most part, they're all like really cool. They're all like engaging. I think maybe Ernest Sato, the guy, the Iron Man equivalent guy, the Harry Potter guy, he was for us like a little irritating. Alexandria Moreau, she was a little frustrating with her dodge behavior and poison stuff. The bayonet bosses were a little irritating. But by and large, the vast majority of bosses in Ronin were like really fun. And the human fights in Wolong were really fun too. So I have confidence they could pull it off in Nioh 3. But of course they're kind of limited in their systems, so we'll have to see. Right, Rise of the Ronin was a big improvement in human fights, but they had hyper armor, so they kind of felt like yokai sometimes. Right. And I think, again, having hyper armor I think is okay, provided there's some sort of countermeasure that we can employ. And Ronin, I think, handled that very well with Panic. With the Panic system. Very intense back and forth. Yo, I would low-key love to have Rise of the Ronin on PS5. Not on PC. Rise of the Ronin on PS5? Yeah, I could do that. That would be pretty cool. Rise of the Ronin, Nioh 3, Ninja Gaiden 4. Yeah, that would be cool. To me, they felt kind of samey due to the strong focus on parry mechanic. Yeah, that is there a big portion of the time. I was getting towards the place where I could effectively have that start to become a little more secondary, because I started to learn more offensive play, like offensive counter sparking, being able to use more of my martial skills and martial arts more often. So that became fun. But yeah, I'm curious to see how they balance the human enemies for Nioh 3. And I hope it's in a good direction. If it's in the direction of like Blood Edge Demon in terms of like satisfaction, oh yeah. I think humans having hyper armor is fine as long as they don't trigger it. Do sub 10 frame moves out of a block hit stun. I know. Saito Toshimitsu's hyper armor was so frustrating. I was like, bro, he's a mage with the speed of like a god. And he has hyper armor and he can input read. I'm like, screw you. Right. Yorimitsu has hyper armor and a lot of moves, but just doesn't do an unreactable move out of nowhere. Yeah, it was pretty cool. But yeah, I guess that'll be one of their challenges. How can they make human opponents feel fun? Yeah, Cuckoo's Call out of nowhere. I know. That one was very frustrating. I could react to things like I could react to many things, but oh well. yeah, I'm curious to see how they push bosses. I think Saito Toshimitsu made it very clear what I liked and what I disliked about human opponents, and what I really enjoyed. For me, I know I enjoyed his moveset. I just dislike certain behavior from him. Negate the behavior, alter it a bit slightly. It would have been so much more engaging. And one thing I dislike about that fight was that he doesn't start doing burst attacks until he's under 50% health. So the first half of the fight was always a slog. Second half of the fight was ironically easier. Because I was like, oh, he has 2 burst attacks, deal with those and I'm good. Yeah, Nobunaga canceling block with an active skill. Or that he'd do like his grab spam. It just get irritating. What would you think of bosses having a couple different modes? Like, hey, this week you fight this version, next week he acts different. I think, in all honesty, I would from experience, Team Ninja's like boss fights, the enemies tend to be so varied. I don't usually think about like them having different modes, especially once they introduce more advanced movesets on the higher difficulty cycles. So to me, that's pretty much it. It's like it just becomes very fresh. What did I think about the Tokichiro fights? Human Tokichiro, very irritating. Yokai one was cooler, but still frustrating. But oh well. Alright, I think I've talked about this enough. So I'm just gonna wrap up the stream by saying this. I played the absolute shit. Irritating, why? There was an excessive amount of parry behavior from Tokichiro. It was very frustrating. And then in human form, and both yokai form, his guardian spirit monkey was just so frustrating to deal with. Like, just a lot of those things were irritating. I liked the yokai Tokichiro's moveset quite a lot, but it was just in practice actually fighting them was a little irritating. For like similar reasons I didn't care for Saito Toshimitsu. Oh yeah, Wolong human fights were fun. I love those. I probably are the most in that game. And then the demon fights weren't too big for me. But yeah, alright, so you guys already know what's the background Nioh 3 logo supposed to mean? Nioh 2 had the shifting horns. I think that's whatever's in the sky. I don't know what's in the sky. Probably some like underworld thing. I don't know. We'll see, I guess. I can't be mad at the guardian spirit because it comes back to help me. I'm still pissed at that monkey. I mean, I guess we have yet to see. But there's like these weird creepy hands that descend from the sky, so who knows. So yeah, you guys already know my overall impressions for the Nioh 3 Alpha demo, so you can check out the video at any time. But yeah, I think I'm done. I'll probably upload like a few things here and there. Just like a couple of boss fights, maybe some memorable moments, but other than that, I think I'm done. I'm done with Nioh 3. So at least the alpha demo. Played the absolute shit out of this. How many hours does it say I have? Look at that shit. 45 hours. 45 fucking hours. 45 hours. I've extended the time of the demo times 4. So, yeah, it's a bit much. I'm good. Seems low, to be honest. One save file? Yes, one save file. I didn't do any level 1 shenanigans, like character or restart the stuff, like some of the other Japanese players I've seen have. Like, I could do enemy bases again. I could relearn some of the stuff again, but I didn't really want to. Alright, I'm gonna go. Time for me to have dinner. Thank you guys so much for being here and for watching. And if you haven't seen, yes, I'm a certified Nioh 3 demo pro player. Right in time before it ends. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you haven't seen my review video already, feel free to check it out on my channel. It's about 30 minutes. Watch it at your own leisure if that interests you. And I'm gonna get going. I will see everyone later. Take care. Thanks for watching all of these streams. And bye, everyone.